Surya. Good to see you. You all are looking well. Tell me, how are you doing in these times? How are you all both doing? How's the family doing?
Ajay, first, fantastic talking to you. We have been looking forward to, and
Thank you.
realized we have never done an interview. I think it's been little more than 13 years together. So,
Correct. Oh, wow.
with you.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Thank
A lot
you.
of respect for your work. Followed all your work. A lot of respect for what you do.
That's so kind, and I feel exactly the same way. So thank you. You know, I we are here, of course, to talk about Jyothika, your new film, the one that you've acted in, Surya, the one that you've produced. Please forgive me if I pronounce it right. I'm going to try. Ponmagal Vandhal.
Fantastic.
Thank you, thank you. Now that, of course, drops on Amazon Prime Video on Friday, and we'll talk about just the journey that it's had and the struggle to, the what happened to get it there. But before that, I want to talk about the film. On the surface, of course, it appears to be this courtroom drama about this young woman, Jyothika, that you play, Vemba, who's committed to clearing the name of this woman who has been accused of
Yes.
of kidnapping and killing several children. But I watched the film last night, and I have to say, it's so much more than that. It's so much more.
Thank you.
It makes a very strong anti-rape message. It has, of course, and
Yes.
I'm not going to give away too much. It's too early. There's that big twist. It's a story of humanity, actually, isn't it? It's also about humanity. It's about doing the right thing.
Yes.
I want to ask you, what drew you to this project? What drew you to this story? What drew you to this film? Why did you want to tell this story? And Surya, how did you come on first? Did you tell us about the involvement?
It all started with her, so I think she must say.
Okay.
As you said, Rajiv, I think that's the center point, doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And yes, it shouldn't be restricted just to, cinema. I think we have to go ahead and do the right so that the youth follows it. Since I'm a mother of two kids and we've all matured over the time, today I sit back, and when I see my kids watching some films, I'm the first one to tell them, okay, ye mat dekho, don't see this, or this is for you. So why not be an example, and instead of giving an advice? So that's how it started, doing the right thing. And what better than giving a social message, because there is so much going around.
True. Surya, when did you come on board and put your strength behind it as a producer?
I think as you age, what you go through also sets everything for you. Before marriage and after having kids. Sometimes we, of course, realized that we are able to take kids only for an animation film. We're not able to take kids for a regular Indian film and show them, what, even my own films, I'm not able to take my kids and say, this is not appropriate. We felt bad, and we also felt there were no, many women-centric films also happening. And also, for me, you choose your scripts and your career goes in a different line, and you do only certain scripts. It becomes one template. So we miss out on a lot of good films. So we started 2D Productions, which is in our kid's name. And of course, the first film happened to be Jyothika's film. And it was, she's, of course, I know it's a long story to say, I've always been her fan.
Yeah, you've said that.
I became a friend, and then we fell in love, and then we got married. So she's always a superior actor. And didn't see her always sitting at home. And thanks to director Roshan Andrews, he saw me in a press meet, and in between, all the crowd, he was able to reach out and give on DVD and say, watch this. And I didn't know who this person was. I just in Kerala. We came back home, we both sat and we saw this film, and she and me, we both took a call that, no, you have to start acting again, and this has to be the film. That was How Old Are You? And which is 36, 36 Vayadhanle. And she set that path, and a lot of women-centric films happen. And this is she set everything, and the stories just keep falling.
If you give him a chance, he will only talk about me in the.
I'm proud of my.
That's lovely. That's so lovely. That's so lovely.
So this director is hardly 25, 26 years old, and for him to tell a story like this was amazing. And that instincts, she believed in it, and we have a wonderful film now.
In this film, the character that you play, I'm trying to sort of say this without giving away too much. There's so much, it goes through, there are so many shades to it, really. How did you kind of approach this part and this film?
Firstly, Ajit, I think this is something which is in the head of every woman. So before this film, before I accepted or this came to me, every last 4 or 5 years, every alternate day, there's a news in the newspaper which says child abduction or rape, and in extreme crude manner. So at least in this film, thank God we haven't shown things very crudely, but it is a very sensitive point in a woman, when you read it, because I have a daughter, and as they say, the universe works towards your thoughts. Suddenly this boy walks in, very young boy, and he says, this is the script. So I really jumped onto it. So that is, I'm emotionally already involved in the film. So that worked for it. This is actually, I've done some 49 odd films, but this has been the closest to my heart, the script. So I was already in the character then and there. And of course, the other things like the courtroom drama, and we had to really prepare, since I don't speak very fluent Tamil yet. So, and courtroom language is different, and we haven't skipped to English and back to Tamil. It's been like pure how it is here. So it took some time in that preparation.
And you're so good in it. It really is a wonderful performance.
Yeah, it's her voice. She's done it.
No wonder. I think when you add your voice to it.
Throughout. I mean, he's going to keep praising me throughout. You have to just.
But it's true. He's right. I mean,
after 13 years, we are doing something together. So might as well.
Absolutely, and it's true. He's not just. This is not false praise. You're really wonderful. I think it's a very deeply felt performance, and it's so hard to talk about this film without speaking about specific scenes. But I just want to say it really is a very, very deeply felt. A very you can see that it's genuine. It's not acting. It's beautiful. But Surya, I want to ask you: can you be objective about her work after all these years? Can you? I mean, you clearly are a proud husband, and you're able to you're very you're very generous with your praise. But can you tell her when you feel something isn't working?
Most of the time, it's always a learning I see from her. Very rarely, I can say pinpoint and say this, that, but most of the time, because she is more sincere than me, I would say, maybe I can beg her, plead her to be a little more less sincere. I see her sitting with a script book 3 months ahead of shoot, by hearting the whole script book, and even she might even know other actors' dialogues also. So she's like, the preparation she does, it's amazing. I don't know what she overdoes or what I can pinpoint. I really don't know. I can never say this. After a film shoot or after a day's shoot, she can come back and say, like, I did superb. I did a fantastic take. Maybe that I can say. Don't be don't be overconfident. That's the only thing maybe I can say. I can never say that after 20 years, never come back home and enacted a scene or said my dialogue. I said like this. I acted like this in front of camera. I can never say it. She's always been that confident, and that also shows. This film, she kept saying it's very, very special to me. I've done like 49 films, whatever. But this film is the most important film for me. I don't know what gut feeling she said that, but I also seen this film, but I can see that on screen. Every time there's something which is new she's done, for acting, the craft, there is something she's gone one up on that ladder. That's what I can say. I'm not able to.
You have to cut it.
First. I'm always a fan.
But so Jyothika, now it's your turn. I mean, what about you? Can you be objective about his work? Can you look at a performance of his and tell him exactly what you feel? And when it's not great, can you tell him that? And are you able to? You'll have that kind of honesty.
Yeah, I guess yes, we do, because we've been more of friends than a married couple before. And about his performance, he's always fantastic. I think everyone knows he's always underplays his role. He's very intense. Yes, we have our suggestions about which kind of films you should do, or what you shouldn't do. That's always like a debate between both of us. But as far as performance goes, I don't think it's all mutual. There's a lot to learn from here. I tend to, since I don't know the language, I tend to overdo sometimes, and then I learn from him how to keep it low and play it intense. So there's always this, and we worked in 7 films together. So we know each other too well. But yeah, it's just in the pick of the movies, which is a debate. A performance, I think he's ace.
He is actually.
Yeah.
So Surya, when you decided to take this film straight to streaming, that of course we're going through unprecedented times, and it felt like the right thing to do. But expectedly there was a pushback. There was a pushback, from the Tamil Nadu Theatre and Multiplex Owners Association. They not only were upset, they also threatened to boycott your films. what made you stick to your decision? What made you stick to your guts and say, I'm going to do this. We have to release this straight to streaming. I'm not going to be bullied.
I still can't forget the countries. And I think we are going to the audience basically. We can't keep pushing it. It can't be a release which will happen after 6 months or after a year. We all have to keep that chain going, the loop going. And I think taking the right decision by going this way. It's not like we are avoiding theaters completely.
Practically, Rajiv, it's also, if we had waited for a theater release, considering the time that is on now, I think we would be waiting for another 2 years. Because I think, because by the time our turn would come in the traffic, it would be a long time. So this seemed very sensible.
This pandemic has impacted the film industries around the world. It's true of Mumbai, it's true of Bollywood, it's true of the Tamil film industry and across India, and it's true of Hollywood as well. I mean, shootings are stopped, cinemas have shuttered. Surya, as a producer, as a leading man, are you all having those conversations internally within your peers, within your industry folk? Is there some sense of clarity as to when shootings could resume, when cinemas will open again? Is there any clarity on that at this point?
Like how they say the stage 1, stage 3, there's, I think, till stage 5, I think we need to wait. And I see it as at least another 1.5, 2 months here, at least in Tamil Nadu to open up. Maybe we will start with the indoor shootings first, and then we will look at the outdoor shootings where we get a little more controlled environment to shoot. Theater, I think we'll be waiting for Christopher Nolan's film release in theaters and see how people react and how things change. And I think one by one things will fall in place.
What is Surya the producer like? To both of you, what is he like as a producer? When is he on the set at all? Is he how does he put his strength behind, besides just the banner and just his name?
He's there from the very first. I select the story, Rajiv, and he gives me full freedom to do so. And once the story is selected, he is at it more than me. Like, he has umpteen number of sittings with my directors where he gives his inputs, how certain things can build up the entire plot line. So on that stage, he's very much there. Once the shoot starts, he doesn't come. He doesn't like to, come there, and I think he's had enough of me at home. So he doesn't come to the shoot. And then again, of course, when the post work starts. And one more thing, the wish list of the director is always given. Even in this film, we have 5 stalwart people acting, and it will just go ahead. And so that's the other thing. The most important thing, me being a mom, the timings are all flexible for me. I can get home at 6, and so the family balance also. He takes care of the bank balance, so the family balance happens. So a lot of these little inputs are there. And then, of course, he and his very close childhood friend Rajshekhar Pandian, both of them, hand in glove in making the entire publicity go boom. So what more can I ask for?
Indeed.
Like the Disney format, we want it should be family friendly, kid friendly, and that's how we kind of started, and that's what we look for in a film. Where can a family sit and watch a film? Right. I think thanks to a lot of directors and writers friends whom we worked with earlier, and most of the directors Joe works with our newcomers, so we facilitate to them to meet another director, tell the script or sit with the writers. I think they kind of get that cushioning to improve the script. If there's any rewriting or any discussion needed, I think they get that. And we also pamper them with good production values. Yeah.
But Surya, a few years ago, I think it was in 2015 when she was making her comeback in that film that you had produced, I saw this interview where they asked you, what do you pay your wife? What salary do you pay your wife? What fee do you pay? Has your answer changed since then?
2D is actually running with her salary. We just keep rotating it. We keep recycling it.
No. I think the biggest salary for me is his entire fan club. In Tamil Nadu, we don't have too many huge fan clubs for women as huge as they are for the men. And when there is a trailer or there is a little teaser, it's Surya fans who are making it big actually before the Jyothika fans even set in.
Correct.
So,
but honestly, thanks to Jyothika's bank account, 2D is able to borrow from her bank account and keep rolling.
Since we're talking about the 2Ds, what's it been like? I mean, they're not babies. I mean, they're not. I'm sure that they're old enough to be able to understand what's going on. But
Yes.
but how do you kind of how do you sort of quell their anxiety? Because they're not going to school, they're not able to make friends, I would imagine.
So I think they are big enough. My daughter is 13 and son is 10. So they're big enough. They know. I think schools are updating them more than us. And, so they're very much aware. They're writing a lot. Kids are writing a lot. And they have their own COVID-19 experiences. And, it's almost 5,000 words, not something in 100 words. And so I guess now the younger generation is by themselves much more smarter than us.
True.
Saying that, I mean, we are like, even now, to connect me especially, Surya is good at it, but to connect me to all the Zoom and Skype interviews, it's my daughter who's coming and doing it. So
Oh, lovely.
But yes, we are teaching them. One of the most important things is like, have gratitude for what we have, and about the doctors, the police, the people on the road who are standing in the sun, the police department, the doctors, our working staff at home. So that's the main thing we are actually enforcing at home.
What are you all doing together as a family? Are you all doing a lot more family activities? Are you all watching films together? Are you playing games, board games?
We are joint family. We are joint family of like almost 16 plus of us at home staying together, and we always
never a dull moment, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we have like 6-7 kids at home, so it's always busy at home.
Yeah, we are not. We're doing board games. We're playing board games. We're eating the whole day together, which we don't generally do. We do some fitness classes together in the evening, and of course in the night. Since now we don't have an early morning to wake up to, the nights are like long conversations with the kids and us. So it's a lot of bonding time happening.
A lot of movies, a lot of lovely Hindi films we are able to watch.
He needs the subtitles.
What have you all seen lately that you can recommend? Everyone's watching shows, everyone's watching films. What have you watched that you've enjoyed recently?
We have loved the everyone's favorite, Money Heist. That's what we just sat and that's something we both sat together
we
and
saw
watched.
Tapad, we really loved the film, and a lot of
Tapad was fantastic.
Ayushmann Khurrana's films and all, like we were able to catch up with a lot of
we don't miss any Ayushmann Khurrana film because we really like the subjects he picks. So that's one. And Surya, you've been seeing Master Class.
Yeah, that's a different one. Yeah, Master Class was very interesting. Like to see all the directors, kind of talk about their work. They're all with 20 years of experience, from actors to directors. Yeah.
Jyothika, I know that when you're not acting, you tend to stay away from the limelight. You tend to not do a lot of public appearances or interviews. Recently, I think it was a few months ago, or you went to an awards function and you said something that you felt strongly about, and of course, it became a controversy. You spoke about how that we need to maintain schools and I think hospitals as well as one maintains temples, and that seems like a very reasonable thought. That seems like a very reasonable thing to say. Of course, a lot of people were upset. You got a lot of flack for it. When something like that happens, Jyothika, do you tend to become more wary about expressing yourself publicly, or does it sort of give you more, or do you feel like, no, I'm going to say what I feel? And how wonderful, Surya, that you came out and sort of made a statement and spoke about how that's what you always taught your kids, that health and caring comes over religion.
Humanity is more
humanity. I mean, can you talk about that? When things like this are blown out of proportion, and when people take offense to to statements that you make, does that make you wary, or does it strengthen your resolve to speak out when you feel like it?
I think if you speak what is right, there's nothing to fear. And I don't think it weakens or strengthens you. It's just that you know that you spoke right. I mean, I just went there and I saw something, and what I saw is what I spoke. So I guess it's the fact that when you feel and you know something is right. I feel today health is the most important thing. And I just felt there was a big contradiction, there. So I spoke about it. And all I could say is, if you think something is right, there's nothing to fear.
We are God-fearing. We have a lot of respect for the place of worship. And in fact, she got a small statue of the same place and introduced it to kids and